Yesilada! Yeah, keep it going for your host, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it going. That was a solid attempt at my name, yeah? I've heard wild variations of my name doing this job. The worst one I've ever heard is I came on stage and the guy said, "Please welcome to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, Muhsin Yesilada." That's just a shish kebab, for God's sake. Salam alaikum, salam alaikum. Very good, very good. Okay, welcome. Crack on with the conversion process. We'll start with you, sir. Hello, yes. Welcome to the Jihadi Party Conference. You're gonna have a good time. A little about me, my name is Muhsin Yesilada. I'm from a Muslim background, but I won't bore you guys with all those little Muslim details because you probably want to work out how and why I look like an Arab J from In-Betweeners. Couple camel wankers in the front row, look at that. Yeah, imagine looking like this in year 6 when that show came out. Looking like this can't get you in trouble. I got banned from my mosque. To be fair, that might have been my fault. Everyone in the mosque was doing what they were supposed to be doing in the mosque. They were walking in, they were saying, "Salam alaikum, brother. Salam alaikum, brother." I walked in like an idiot and went, "Oh, Muslim friends!" I'm Jewish now, so... We've had a lot of bad news recently. Shall we start with some good news? Yeah! I recently lost 20 kilos, people. Yes. This is how I knew it was time to lose weight, yeah? I was getting dressed in my bedroom. And my neighbor from their garden saw me naked. And in that moment, instead of covering my balls, I covered my tits. Imagine that story from my neighbour's perspective. In the pub the next day with his mates, the chubby in-betweeners boy next door's got nice boobs, let me tell you, mate. Yeah. If you're here supporting your kids, make some noise. Yeah, must be nice. My dad doesn't rate that I do this. He's an old school Muslim man, right? He tells all of his friends and family back home, my son is a volunteer comedian. He thinks this is part of the Duke of Edinburgh right now. That's where he thinks I am. Like I've got canoeing in 20 minutes, you know what I mean? He's cheap, right? He's very cheap, right? If the world was ending tomorrow, yeah, so there was an apocalypse, my dad would use his remaining hours on this planet to just cancel his direct debits. We've lived different lives though, right? By the time he was my age, yeah, he survived 2 wars, right? Survived kidney failure, got married, learned to regret that, yeah? I'm 27 and I still say wee when I turn right on a roundabout. Do you know what I mean? He's only come to one comedy show. He came to a roast battle, yeah? Now, my dad walks with a limp. The person I was roasting saw that my dad walks with a limp. So decided to say in front of me, in front of 200 other people and my dad, the reason your dad walks with a limp, mate, is because I put it in his bum. Imagine being me on the drive home with my 70-year-old dad. On the M25, he turns around to me and he goes, "What did that little boy say about me?" "Well, Dad, the reason you walk with a limp is not because of the 30 years working 16 hours a day to provide for your family. It's because he made loving your bum so hard that you are no longer able to walk in a straight line." And my dad said, "Oh shit," he turns around to me and he goes, "Huh. He's a bloody liar." As if anyone believed him, do you know what I mean? And English ain't my dad's first language, so now he's just getting mad in the car trying to defend himself like, "You tell that boy, you tell him, I put it in his mouth." I'm like, "Dad, that doesn't help." Having Middle Eastern parents is fun though, right? Middle Eastern people, give me a cheer if you're Middle Eastern. Okay, welcome. Jihadi Party Conference. I told you, you're in, yes. Right? Middle Eastern people are some of the most hospitable people on the planet, right? I'll give you an example. The countries in the Middle East have been at war with each other for thousands of years. and we still share the same recipes. Imagine that in the middle of the war. I kill you! I smash everybody! I kill all your family! Everybody die! But first, try this hummus, brother. That's a mad scenario to be in. On the battlefield, like, they may have taken our families. They have may be the enemy. They may have invaded our country. But they are still our guests! Shoes off before you get on the battlefield. Shoes off. My dad's first generation in this country. I'm second. My nephew, 9 years old, he's third. 9 years old, got racially abused in school for the first time. Mad, isn't it? But his reaction was incredible. He turns around to me and goes, I shouldn't have to stand for this. I said, no, mate, you shouldn't have to stand for this. What are you going to do? You're going to go fight him? I'll fight his uncle if he's shorter than me. Let's have it, yeah? But this kid's in the heart of Gen Z, so he didn't say any of that. Instead, he turns around to me and he goes, no, Uncle Muhsin. Violence solves nothing. I'm just going to talk about racism in assembly, for God's sake. Do you know what, bruv? Go back to your own country, innit? Violence solves everything in this household. Now have some hummus. I'm joking. All right. And then he asked a fair question for a 9-year-old. He said, how do I talk about racism? I said, I don't know, bruv. Go on YouTube, watch other people talk about racism, maybe you get an idea for it. And that's exactly what he did. And we showed up to that family assembly and we sat on those benches. Do you remember those benches? Where your knees are touching your chin? And if you sit on the end, you get a special surprise. Do you remember? You definitely remember. Look at you. That was a big day, innit? Stand up and show them what you look like. Do it, do it. No one wears a shirt like that and doesn't remember. Do you know what I mean? And then he asked a fair question for a 9-year-old, the racism stuff, right? We showed up to that family assembly, and he's bare confident, looking like a young Rishi Sunak who married Priti Patel, but somehow cheated on her with Boris Johnson, right? And he grabs the microphone, right? And as soon as he grabs it, stage fright. It was the happiest day of my life. Starts crying down the microphone like, help. Oh, God, Muhsin, help. I'm scared, what do I do? I was like, I don't know, bruv, this was your shit idea. Got racially abused once, wait, and you tried to give a TED talk. You're an idiot. I'm just a lift home. And he said, okay, thanks for the advice, I'm gonna do it. I said, do what you want. He grabs the microphone. He looks at his notes one more time. He finally says, whew, okay. As a black woman. Guys, I've been Muhsin Yesilada. You've been lovely. Take care.